Alright guys, I'm getting one of my neck headaches that become a migraine, and so I almost didn't work out today, but I'm glad I did. Really good chest workout. My chest is like so pumped right now, so full of blood. If I can get the camera out of the way, look. So I can go from a training cup, training bra to an A cup. Here we go. Anyways, guys, so don't make excuses. We all have excuses. I'm in so much pain, guys, from this camper build that I can make excuses all day not to work out, but then not suffer in the long run for it, right? I know I'm talking fast because you only get a minute on Instagram and whatnot. So, all right, guys, I love you all. Be good to each other. Don't make excuses. Make plans and get after it. I love you all. Be good to each other. Okay, so the forklifts have to come in this side. All this has to I have to do something with all this stuff. I don't know what. So then the forklifts have to come in. One has to come right here and lift up here. And then the other one has to come all the way around the whole shop. Drive all the way around. Look at all the June bugs. Look at this, I've been attacked. Has to drive all the way around. And then come in the back here and lift up underneath here. So yeah, I have no idea what I'm gonna do, but I gotta make it work. I guess maybe I can put everything outside, and then as long as it's not raining, and then once the forklifts are done, I can put it back. But underneath here is done, or the framing is done at least. Have you ever been so overwhelmed by a job that just seems so big and massive that you just wandered around? That's this guy right here. I'm trying so hard to figure out what to do next. I know I gotta move all the stuff, but I don't know where to put it. So my brain's trying to catch up with my feet basically right now. I am gonna go ahead and do a burn barrel. I've shown you that before. So that's what this box is full of, the kindling, and I'm using lighter fluid and just get a little fire going in the back there so I can burn some of the scrap wood. Perfect for camping, but at this point we won't be doing any camping until we hit the road, and we don't want to carry a bunch of scrap wood around with us. So now that I've got a great deal of the shop cleaned up, I still have a lot more to do. But for now, I'm going to take a break, and I moved those sawhorses over here, and those 2x3s that are attached to it, so that I can make into their workable area. I'm running out of room to work because I got different projects going at the same time. You know me, too many projects going at the same time. But there's a method to my madness. You guys can see that, and you'll see when it's done why I do the things I do. Anyways, so I'm just cutting up my scrap wood, and I'm going to attach it to these 2x3s and turn it to another workbench. Too easy. Alright, so now we're going to get this other large table ready to be mounted. I remember I had to make the base, the bottom of the table, underneath the table, a little wider because the mount wouldn't fit on it. So I cut those pieces. You guys saw me do that. Stain them and then put polygel on them. And now they're ready to be attached. So I can go ahead and get that table mounted. And both tables will be ready for travel. Just a little update here. I finally fixed this other table so it's secure. I really like this table too. I think I might even like this table more than the small one. So there's enough room. I don't know what I'm showing you guys. You can't see what I'm looking at, but Chipper, are you like our new table? Like our new table? I love it. Look at this. It's so cool. Love it. So I think that one's gonna stay out there. I think we're gonna keep that one out there. I like that one. Plenty of room to get behind it, and I liked it because there's no corners. I did it on purpose so it's easier to get in and out. What do you think, buddy? What do you think? You like it? Now I'm going to take this lid off, over to the sander, and I'm going to smooth out the back edges so that it's snug, still remains snug because I want it to be snug for traveling, but I also want it to be able to close all the way. So I just sand out the back edges so they're a little bit more rounded, if that makes sense. Okay, now that I got the hinges attached, I will get the rest of these round-headed plugs put in, and then I have to go back and stain them. So this project's almost done. It's getting close. It's getting close. And look who decided to join me in the shop tonight. Can you believe it? The boss is here. Of course, she's got to take the dog, try to wrap the dog up, because this is what, June? And it was still getting down into the 40s at night, maybe even colder. Anyways, so she decided to help me because she's getting excited that this project's almost done, and she can start to see that, hey, this is gonna work. We're gonna live in this. We're gonna take off and have fun. So she's getting excited. She wanted to come help. this point, the wife said it's too cold out here, and she went back inside to get warm. She promised she was coming back out, but as you can see later in the film, she doesn't. That's why I moved this bench over and used it as a scaffolding, so I could just get up there and work with myself. No big deal. So I had a couple of staples and or screws that didn't want to agree with me, and rather than rip the plywood out, take them out, I decided to use the grinder and just grind them down below the surface so that they wouldn't push through this next piece of plywood. That's what that grinder was used for. And now I'm going to use the glue gun, just like I did on the other piece of plywood, and glue it, putting a lot of glue in between the edges as well. I was told that the liquid nails also acts as a sealant. So I'm sealing up those edges, those cracks as well. All right, so before I show you that, I'm going to work in that part where the plywood is. I'm going to frame in the floor under there on both sides today. And then I'm going to get underneath there and use my 4-inch screws to hit the floor joists and tie them in a little tighter. And then that'll be completely done under there. So I took a couple of days off from bending my knees. So now I'm going to see if I can do it. I'm going to try these other knee braces I got too. See these knees? Reconstruction.
This is my kneecap. That's the reconstruction. Both of them are like that. So I'm gonna try these knee braces today. I think the ones I was wearing like 2 days ago, I like it a lot better. These ones seem a little bit weak to me. Give it a shot. Just might have to put these really tight, you know? I'm sorry, I don't have my microphone. I gotta stop doing that. Whoa. Alright, let's give that a shot. Alright, let's get at it. We're starting under here today.
You guys have probably remember me talking about this before, but the way the camper settled, we got some gaps and some spaces in between where the supporting 2x4s meet. I wanted to make sure that the 2x4s were secure, so I just put a little piece of shim in there.
right, so these knee pads or knee braces, not so good. They're sliding down. Make them too tight and they cut off the back of your circulation, back of your legs. So I'm not impressed with them. Oh, there's a mosquito biting me. So like I did over here, added to the foundation, I'm doing it in here as well. And that way, of course, I can put a floor in there. Which reminds me, I need to add another piece over there. So I can add a floor in here. Yeah, that's what I should have done. Anyways, I'll do it different on the other one. I'll add a floor in here. This side will be for... don't think it'll be the batteries. I think the batteries are going on the other side. No, the sink's on the other side, so the batteries can go over here. Anyway, slice it. I'm gonna have pipes running on either side of this on these channels. Oh. Birds are fighting over there. I don't know if you can see them or not. Huh. So what was I saying? Yeah, so pipes will be running on either side because I got the shower on this side and the vanity, and then I have the bathroom sink on that side. So I got to figure out the best way to do all that. But at least I got the bottom framed out here, and then you guys saw me. That was really difficult getting up underneath there to do all those screws. I'm going to give you a close-up of that action because you guys could see what I was screwing into. Now the 2x2s aren't screwed in yet, but you can see everywhere else is screwed in. I used the 4-inch nails to go across into the studs from the 2x3s. So I use a combination of spilled 3-inch, 4-inch, and then these ones 2.5-inch. So, and then what was that? I have to come back. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna keep. That's how bad I'm walking right now. I'm hurting so bad with my walking that I can't pick my feet up. That's the nerve damage as well. So I'm gonna keep tripping, and I shouldn't do that. I keep hearing am I being buzzed by something? Maybe I got a stupid beetle on the back of my shirt. Keep hearing this. Anyways, back to nerve damage. Yeah, I shouldn't leave stuff on the floor like this, but of course, bending over to pick stuff up, it's the worst. So, yeah, I know. It's what it is. Anyways, I need to come back and then do the same thing under here. I'd like to do it before it gets dark because you can't really see. I painted over everything, so it's hard to find the floor joists up there, which I need to tie. I'm going to use the 4-inch torque screws to tie those in really well. I'm feeling really good about how secure it is from there all the way to the front. You hear that? Whatever. I'm concerned about the back part. I think what's gonna have to happen is they're gonna have to lift it up, and I'm gonna have to attach the back 2x3s to the floor, and then maybe put some large lag bolts going from the floor into the deck of the trailer. So gonna have to get creative with that, but getting closer and closer. I really do think that I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. Dang, going crazy. All right, I'm going in. Worked a lot yesterday. Haven't recovered from that. And then it was supposed to storm today, but it's not. Even the cattle are out knowing that there's no storm coming. Sky's blue and pretty. So I'm gonna keep working. Well, actually, I decided to work today instead of going into town. I think the storms are coming tomorrow, so I'll probably go into town tomorrow. And so I won't go into town at all today. I'm just gonna take a break and then come back and do some more work. All right, guys, I'm rambling because I'm hurting real bad. Love y'all. Be good to each other. Getting close, guys. Launch date is coming. You guys saw this last night. I went ahead and finished that last night. The wife actually blessed me with her company and helped me a little bit, like for 5 minutes. But hey, it's the first time, she's done anything on the trailer. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out that this now has 2 sheeting because it's in the front. It now has 2-ply, and I'm pretty sure. Why is it always getting blurry? How do I change that? How do I do autofocus again? I'm thinking about putting this. You see that plywood over there on the ground, the 3/8 plywood over there? I'm thinking about adding that to the front of this in a type of a design because I want it to be even stronger than the other stuff I'm going to use. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure all that out. I really like the idea of using some type of horizontal siding, wood. So I'm even playing with that idea. I'm also playing with the idea for the window, which is going up there. It's 12 by 12, so I think I can do it without ruining anything. The wife's like, don't take the chance, just let it go. But just kind of cramped in there with no window. I mean, we got the max fan right above us, right above the bed. All right, I love you all. Be good to each other. I will talk to you soon. All right, guys. Love you. Bye.